there's been a really interesting evolution shift in how people think about being a carrier. Then I'd say in the last 3-4 years has been like almost a 180. In how the markets interpret it. Now, the public markets, that's been a different story lately. But there just overall, there's just been a kind of a different eye on that. So, I think there's the reason why we have all these models is to leverage expertise of what an organization can do, right? Maybe a GA, general agent, works for someone. Maybe just being an MGU makes sense for someone else, and maybe being full stack is the right pathway. So there's a lot of puzzle pieces to that, and I don't have that this is the right way, because the risks are different, the markets are different. Insurance is a broad term, right? But it's very different if you're, running an ILS fund, or if you're, underwriting, Main Street BOP business, right? So I think the evolutionary shift on how people view the risk-bearing entities has been interesting. And I think one of the other reasons why that shift has occurred is just because of the moat that has created for the incumbents in the space, right? I mean, the regulatory moat that you have, you just don't start an admitted carrier from scratch and you're up and running. I mean, there is a significant amount of work and capital that gets put into that. But I do think that the insurtech evolution will see more organizations move to taking on more risk, because that's the insurance carrier model. And maybe a rocky road to get there, because you learn some lessons along the way. But then you do have some of that moat, and you gain some other advantages by doing that. And one of them is discipline, but the other one is how you can leverage that capital to do other things. But it also, for some people, it makes sense to stay in MGA forever. I'm Trent Cooksley with Cowbell Cyber, and this is the future of insurance.